I was having dinner with someone the other night, and your name came up. Actually, I didn't bring it up. This person just brought you up and said, the thing about Dave Ramsey is no one I have ever seen treats his employees better than he does. And you have a lot of...
That's nice.
I thought it was really nice. It was a memorable compliment. It wasn't just Dave Ramsey's a good guy. It was Dave Ramsey goes way out of his way to treat his employees well. And this was unsolicited. He just said that. I didn't forget it. So I think that's true. I've asked other people, and I think I've verified that as true. I've reported this out, but it raised the question, and bless you for doing that. But what are an employer's obligations to his employees, do you think?
Well, I mean, there's legal obligations that are obvious.
I meant moral obligations.
Yeah, and there's ethical, moral, and then there's spiritual. And so our HR manual comes from Jesus's word that just says, treat other people like you'd want to be treated. And so I've got I've got a guy on my team right now that just had a horrible accident, and he's in the hospital. And at this moment of this taping. And so, okay, if my little brother worked for Tucker and he had a horrible bike accident and couldn't come to work, probably for a month. I mean, he's had surgeries and, he's all tore up. How would I want my little brother to be treated if he worked for you? How would I want my daughter to be treated? And so that's the way we look at it. And so it's real simple then. If we have the money, and lately we have had, in the early days we didn't, but if we have the money and we can take care of somebody that needs to be taken care of, we simply do it because it's what I'd want somebody to do for my kid or for me if I was in trouble. And it's caused us to do some pretty wacky things at times.
So we were at a meeting here at TCN the other day, and I looked around the room, and every other person had a kind of ruddy vitality, sort of pink cheeks, alertness, bright eyes, full mental acuity, and a cheerfulness you could almost smell. And I asked, why does everyone look so good? And part of the answer, of course, is they like what we do for a living. It's really interesting. We think it's important. But another reason everyone looks so good is because they'd all had a great night's sleep. I'm not making this up. Almost everybody here uses a new sleep technology from a company called 8 Sleep. They sent it to us, and everyone here loves it. It's called the Pod. It's a high-tech mattress cover, effectively, that you add to your existing bed. You don't need a new bed or anything like that. You just throw this over what you have. What it does is it adjusts the temperature of your bed, warmer or cooler, depending on what you want. And it maintains an ideal sleeping environment all night long. So I didn't know this, but as you progress through different phases of sleep, your body's needs change. And 8 Sleep automatically keeps things exactly where they should be in the sweet spot through the entire night. It's been proven to increase the quality of your sleep, the amount you sleep every night. It improves your recovery time from physical exertion, and it may even improve your cognitive performance and enhance your overall health. It seems to be doing that in our office. So it learns and adapts to your sleep patterns over time and automatically adjusts the temperatures throughout the night through each phase of sleep. And it does this independently for each sleeper on either side of the bed. That's pretty cool. So you can sleep well and feel much better and be more effective the next morning as we are here. Try it for yourself. Go to 8sleep.com/Tucker. Use the promo code Tucker to get an extra $350 off the Pod 4 Ultra. You can try it with zero obligation for a month, and if you don't like it, just send it back. Again, that's 8sleep.com/Tucker. Better sleep today and look great in your morning meetings, as our guys do.
Like what?
Well, I mean, like we had one team member that had cancer and they didn't work for 2 years and they got paid the entire 2 years. And now they're back on our team. And
Wait, this person recovered?
Yeah, she made it, and she's wonderful. She's a fabulous person, by the way. And everybody loves her. And there was no way we weren't going to take care of her. while she's going through that. And if she had passed away, we would have helped with the final arrangements because she's been with us 15 years and she's like a sister. So we have to take care of her. It's what we do. The greatest, now running a business for 30 years, the most fabulous experience I've had is to get to walk along shoulder to shoulder with these warrior poets and fight through the things we've had to fight through to win and to become successful. And meanwhile, got each other's back. Doesn't always work. Sometimes people lie and cheat and say things about you they shouldn't say. And sometimes they make up stories and put them in the press. And that's happened to me. It breaks my heart, but makes me mad. But we're always going to be caught. I'm not going to be on my deathbed and look back and go, I wish I had taken care of so-and-so when I had the means to do it. My life doesn't change, too. So, I mean, how selfish would it be not to do that? And what the byproduct that ends up happening, and it really wasn't the motivation for it, but from a leadership perspective, the byproduct that ends up happening is this fierce loyalty and this fierce desire to come to work and actually work while you're at work. And they take care of each other. So if somebody's in the hospital, the number of people that, on our team will cut their grass or make sure they got food, the family's got food, the team shows up. When a new person comes on board, they've never seen anything like it. 5 or 6 people from that team will show up and help them move the stuff out of their U-Haul. And who does that? Well, we do, because that's the way we treat each other. And it's other service, and there's just tremendous spiritual, psychological, and end up being financial reward because we don't have anywhere near the turnover. Who wants to leave Ramsey? Nobody. We don't. I mean, if somebody leaves because they have a family situation, like one got married the other day, decided they want to live with their husband in Oklahoma, and it's kind of a problem. So, it's a problem. We lost that one, So we have some turnover like that, but we don't have normal turnover like anywhere near anybody else. And we're in the types of world with broadcasting. I mean, it's a high turnover world.
Oh yeah.
It's a gypsy world almost. And,
yes.
And I mean, my producer, Blake Thompson, has been with me almost 30 years. And one of my best friends. And so I get choked up about it.
Yeah.
But he'd do anything for Dave Ramsey and Sharon Ramsey. I got to tell you, man, if something happened to me, I don't have any worry about somebody taking care of one of my kids, my wife. Those people will be there.
You built an amazing world.
Yeah, God's good.
I woke up this morning thinking about something you said at dinner last night. You said, I've been telling people, I've been warning people for 30 years about debt and why it's bad. And there's more people in debt than ever. And you sort of bitterly laughed, but I thought it was a really interesting point. This country is much deeper in debt, I think, than we appreciate on an individual level, not just national debt, but people. How deep is the debt and why?
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad. Yeah, we're laughing about it because we're David and Goliath in a sense of the credit card industry, for instance, spends more on advertising and marketing in a year than all professional sports put together, than any other single product line on the planet. They are excellent marketers. They're very good at what they do to sell a Visa and to make it normalized and to make MasterCard a part of our lives. And so we're at $1.7 trillion in credit card debt right now. We're at $1.9 trillion now in student loan debt. Car debt is, in the mid $1 trillions as well. That's the highest. All of those are the highest they've ever been right now. And and I've been working to get people out of debt for 30 years, so I'm a complete abject failure.
You've been telling the truth, which counts.
It counts, but in terms of, I help that one, but as a whole, the macro on it, we're running backwards. They're better at selling it than I am. They at getting them out of it.
More on marketing. I just want to say this out loud to make sure I got it. The credit card companies spend more on marketing every year than all professional sports.
Yep, and then in any other product line. An automotive line, put together Ford, Chrysler, Toyota, whatever. There's a lot of television commercials with Chevy trucks running through the mud.
Oh yeah,
nothing like Visa. Nothing like Visa, MasterCard, Discover, Amex, because it's so stinking profitable. They just make so
Do they really?
much
So can you explain?
money.
I wish I knew more about this.
Well, it's simple. They charge 18 to 28% on the, and people stay in debt. The average American right now is $37,000 in credit card debt. So you run that out times 300 million, and you've got some money coming into good old Chase. And what's in your wallet? Their money. So it's bad.
So that's got to be one of the major profit centers in American banking.
Oh, definitely. Banking exists based on debt in general.
Of course.
Obviously. They're borrowing money from you at the rate of your savings account, and then they're loaning it to your neighbor at the rate of a car loan or a credit card or a home equity loan. And obviously there's a spread there, and that's why we've always known bankers were wealthy folks. They're not greedy, they're not evil, they're just doing their thing, and they're better at it than we are as consumers. We're just kind of wandering along like pigs to the slaughter.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. We hope you'll subscribe to it. And by the way, you can hit the little bell on there and get notifications every time we produce a video. We hope you'll do that also.